Hello everyone, praise the Lord, very good morning. I'm happy that God has enabled us to meet together through the spiritual breakfasts, and may the name of the Lord be glorified and He shall be exalted through our meditation, and may God speak to us through the spiritual breakfasts. And today's meditation is from the same Nehemiah chapter 9 verse 3. They stood where they were and read from the book of the law of the Lord their God for a quarter of a day, and spent another quarter in confession and in worshipping the Lord their God. As we are meditating about how these Israelites, under the leadership of Nehemiah, they came together and fasted, and that is what we are meditating. Today is the third lesson that we learn from this incident. That thirdly, they read from the book of the law of the Lord during their fasting. They read from the book of the law. Imagine the reason they are gathered over there is not to read Bible or read from the book of the law. The reason they are gathered there is to seek God to purify them or make them or qualify them to rebuild the city of Judah. But guess what they are doing during the fasting? Before even asking God to help them, they are taking time to read from the book of the law of Lord. They spend quarter of the day, we know 6 hours. They spend 6 hours in just reading the law of the Lord. They did not have a Bible as we have now. They had only the 5 books of the Bible that we have, the first 5 books of the Bible we have now, the Torah, first 5 books. And that was what they had in their hand. They did not have the prophets, they did not have songs, they did not have psalms, they did not have gospels, they did not have epistles, they did not have all those things. They had only first 5 books, yet they spent 6 hours in just reading the word of God. During the fasting, quarter of the day was spent in reading the Bible. What do we do during the fasting? We take all the time to tell God whatever we need. We give God a to-do list during the fasting. Even though we finish telling them, we repeat it again and again and again, the whole time or the session of fasting. But guess what they are doing? They spend 6 hours in reading the Bible. My dear brothers and sisters, during your fasting, spend some time in the presence of God or by reading Bible. You may be reading Bible for 5 minutes till now, make it as 50, because make it more than a regular reading. You may be reading Bible for 1 hour, make it 2 hours. You may be reading Bible, you may be reading 5 chapters a day, but now make it as 10 chapters a day. So increase the time you spend with the Word of God. Fasting is spending time with the Word of God. They spend 6 hours in just reading, not promises. They spend the time in reading the book of the law of the Lord. They just read the laws of the Lord for 6 hours. So take time to read Bible during your fasting, not just giving your petitions, not just asking God to do something for you, but also spend time in reading Bible. God bless you. ஹாய், இந்த ஆவிக்குரிய சிற்றல் நிகழ்ச்சி உங்களுக்கு நிச்சயமாக ஆசீர்வாதமாக இருக்கும் என்று சொல்லி கர்த்தருக்குள் விசுவாசிக்கிறோம். தொடர்ந்து நீங்கள் இந்த வீடியோவை ஹை குவாலிட்டியில நீங்கள் பார்க்க விரும்பினால் நீங்கள் எங்களுடைய யூடியூப் சேனலை நீங்கள் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணலாம். நிச்சயமாக ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் அதில் நாங்கள் இந்த வீடியோவை ஹை குவாலிட்டியில் போடுவோம். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் எங்களுடைய சபையின் நிகழ்ச்சிகள் ஒவ்வொன்றும், எங்களுடைய சபை ஆராதனைகள் யூடியூப்ல உங்களுக்கு வரும். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் நீங்கள் எங்களை ஃபேஸ்புக்லையும் ஃபாலோ பண்ணலாம். நீங்கள் இதை தொடர்ந்து வாட்ஸ்அப்ல பெற விரும்பினால் நீங்கள் கீழே தெரிகிற வாட்ஸ்அப் நம்பர்ல நீங்கள் எங்களுக்கு மெசேஜ் அனுப்புங்க. நிச்சயமாக உங்களுக்கு அனுப்புவோம். இது ஆசீர்வாதமாக இருக்கும். கர்த்தர் உங்களை ஆசீர்வதிப்பார்.